Jets, Jets. Dalvin Cook, 1 year, $8.6 million. Breece Hall came off the physically unable to perform list today. You know, hey, listen, I think it's better to have more bodies, running backs, than have less. They'll deal with the salary cap next year. Right now, it's all in. Just talking to Josh. You know what? Josh has been fantastic. He listens to the show live. He was telling me, why don't I do it on YouTube live? You need 50 followers. I thought I had more. I only got 14. If you haven't done it yet, go to my YouTube page, JD Talking Sports, drop the G, and subscribe to my channel. I get 50. I could do it on there. And he brought up some good points. You stay on Instagram and you watch the show. You can't go anywhere else. YouTube, you go to different sites and everything. And you know what? It's always about expanding. And people that are trying to help me and are nice, interesting. I was at the gym today. Some guy dropped a $5 bill. Of course, he's oblivious. He didn't see it. So, I picked it up and he's got headphones on. And I'm like, dude, you dropped the money. He goes, thanks a lot. And you know what? I bet a lot of people would have kept the money, wouldn't have said anything. But you know what? Karma's a bitch. And you know what? I'm trying to spread good joy to everybody. And I said, you know what? I'm going to put it out there. I just watched The Flash after working all day. And I got to be honest with you. The whole parallel universes going on. And there's a scene at the end, end credits. Really just shit. It was okay. Not good. Yeah, I'm glad I saw it. I wanted to see it. I want to see Blue Beetle this week. Going to Colorado on Thursday. Hopefully going to a Rocky game on Friday. Voodoo Donut, get my vegan apple fritter, because that's what you do. And did a lot of walking today. Still not even close to what Blackbeard and Apple are doing on their trip right now in the Continental Divide. But I'll tell you, these feet were walking a lot. And I was like, man, I'm a little beat up. Yes, the Jets got Dalvin Cook, and I think that's a good pickup for them. I think that, first of all, 3 straight years, he's over 1,000 yards. They haven't had a 1,000-yard runner since 2000. Yeah, last Jet, was it Chris Ivory, 2015? Last time the Jet had 1,000. Not that that means anything, but you have a back that you can run, and they're paying him $8.6 million, so they're going to run him a lot. Breece Hall's coming off the injury, so I say, hey, let him run. Now, Rich Cimini said, surprised that Joe Douglas is paying a reported $7 million base for a 20-year running back on a 2-year decline, which they've been talking about. He's gone down the last couple of years, but it's all in trying to appease Aaron Rodgers. Size of the deal suggests he'll be more than running back 2. Perhaps Cook will be running back 1 as Hall continues ACL recovery, which I don't think is a bad thing. I wouldn't be surprised if Cook still a solid back as week 1 starter. His presence allows them to slow play Hall's return. Sounds like recently Hall will be activated 2 weeks after Hall of Fame game, and it actually got activated today. And Cimini said, look for committee approach early on. Cook had no offseason and won't start practicing for at least a week because of a surgically repaired shoulder, so he has to work himself into shape. Running back 3 role, Carter, Knight, or, Izzy, the rookie from Pittsburgh, will be important. Jets could have made it work with Hall, Carter, Knight, and Izzy. That's what Cimini said, but Cook deal underscores sense of urgency in the building and impact of Rodgers. Wait till next year, doesn't cut anymore. That's the thing I love. Wait till next year, doesn't cut it anymore. That's a good thing. That's a very good thing. And prior to yesterday's deal, the most for a street running back in August, September was $3 million. LaShawn McCoy in 2019 cap inflated value would be about $3.6 million. Seth Walder said in the grand scheme of a team, it's not a ton of money, but it's a lot of money for a running back in August. And if I'm the Jets, tight against the cap this year next, I'm trying to use that money at the deadline for a difference maker at wide receiver or offensive line. Yes, I hear you. But I guess they looked at the running back situation. They were concerned about Breece Hall. I thought they had running back by committee. I thought Dalvin Cook could come maybe rejuvenated with a new team. Hey, there he is. There's my man, Josh. And, I say, why not? Why not? I mean, playing for, there is no tomorrow. I was in the Rocky movie. There is no tomorrow. I agree. Yeah. 60-plus rushing yards per game and a Pro Bowl in each season from age 24 to 27 for Cook. Those are not bad numbers, right? I mean, 24 to 27 Pro Bowl football player, right? I mean, yes, they say he's declined, but he did have 1,100 yards rushing last season. So that has to count for something, right? So 60-plus yards rushing per game in a Pro Bowl in each season from ages 24 to 27. But Dalvin Cook and Nick Chubb have both done it the last 4 years. Now, this was Robbie Sabo. He writes a Jets thing. And he said, am I in love them signing a 20-year-old? Not at all. But I sort of think of it like this. I don't care about the money since it only impacts this year's cap. This deal happens in March. I'm despising it. It's August. The overpayment doesn't injure them in any significant way per team building. Aaron Rodgers, that's a big thing. He wanted Cook, it's going to be a thing. If you wanted him, that's what happened. Perhaps Douglas worked his ass off to ensure it was only a one-year thing over the last month. Perhaps the bit of Aaron Rodgers wishes it was the price to pay for quarterback desperation, most likely well worth it from an organizational and fan perspective. He was on the Jake Assman show a couple weeks ago. He said he wouldn't be surprised if Breece Hall begins the year on the physical. Now he's off that. But he's going to come off, and maybe they want to start him. I think it's okay. Start him off slow. You got Cook now, Carter. You got Zonovan, you got Bam Knight, and Izzy, the rookie out of Pittsburgh. They keep all four. Perhaps one gets hurt before week one, or perhaps there's a deal when a team is in need of a back. Yeah, and he said he's not on the train that MC and or Bam needs carries reps in favor of Cook. They said that, Dalvin Cook's pass protection isn't great, but let's slow our roll here on that one. This is still Dalvin Cook, who's been a pretty solid NFL player. Running back in the NFL is a quantity position. Grab as many as you can and see who makes it out clean on the other side. If they'll make it out clean and you're stuck with too many, well, you'll have to figure something out. Not a terrible scenario.